Himeko, you're here!
Are you two all right? Welt told me to watch the live stream, and I saw the Daybreak Squadron challenging him. You did well. I bet their intention was to stir up their supporters' wish power through the challenge. If you'd hurt them recklessly, it might have pushed many supporters straight into their arms. Oh, and you are?
Oh, nice to see you again. Express Navigator, Miss Himeko.
Pardon my poor memory, but have we met before?
Of course. I've seen you in the news more than once. It's such an honor to meet you. This is Evanescia. I think she's a student from Graphia Academy. We ran into her at this expo, and she's a huge fan of both the Fluffy and the Express. Huh?
So that girl you saw in the Phantasmoon courtyard, it was her?
Wait a second. She made you a mask? So, you're telling me Nessia isn't just a normal girl? Who exactly is she? Who exactly are you? Me? I'm no different from you. Just a spectator of the Phantasmoon games. Though I suppose my position is a bit special. I had so much fun tagging along with you two. Who would have thought that the Fluffy had such an interesting backstory? I think it's time to say goodbye for now.
Are you leaving, Miss Evanescia?
Now that my identity has been exposed, Cinderella's magic is about to wear off. And since this little adventure started on a whim, might as well end it on one too. Little raccoon, you can feel it, can't you? All that attention, all that joy from the exhibition. As you fulfill people's wishes, that power has been flowing straight into your mask. It might spark something beautiful, or plant the seeds of something sinister. Whatever you choose, I just hope you won't become a boring character. I'm rambling again, aren't I? Well then, before I go, let me break this awkward moment with a riddle. Do you know why flowers are so beautiful? What's wrong? Can a pretty girl have her own special effects? I know you're never serious about anything. So I guess I'll just have to answer my own question. Because flowers are always so fleeting.
You left your own special effects behind.
She's gone.
Unexpected people and unexpected things always make an appearance in the Phantasmoon games. Although, Miss Evanescia claims to be just a spectator. As someone who can create masks and allow others to become supplicants, there's no way she's just some ordinary girl. I just don't know what to make of everything happening to you. All right, time for us to head out.
Where to?
Let's continue forward to the next stop, the Penacony exhibition area. I have a feeling that the Daybreak Squadron's challenge isn't over yet. As the stars of this exhibition, if you left just to avoid conflict, all the spectators might think you chickened out and fled.
Darn it! This whole Daybreak Squadron business has got me on edge. Somehow I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
Here's some good news. At least we aren't completely without help. Pearl's people are on their way to the Penacony exhibition area to join up with us.
Stream forth. The gleam of old blades.
Welcome aboard, passengers! The Fluffy Shuttle Express is about to depart! Next stop, Penacony Exhibition Area!
The Astral Express? Just another IPC lapdog!
For Plain Arcadia! Let's go, Daybreak Squadron!
We're approaching the Penacony Exhibition Area! Please remain seated and hold on tight!
Would I get run over by the express if I lay down on the tracks?
Yup, and you'd get blasted straight into a comic book. Who knows? Maybe you'll be reborn as some superhero or something?
That's what I call true happiness!
It's hard to believe they recreated the scene where the Express crashes into the Great Septimus.
All the previous exhibitions were so hilarious, but they really nailed the Great Septimus part. What's that supposed to mean? You taking a jab at me? So where's the person Pearl sent?
Huh? Who's calling?
Yoo-hoo! How you doing, gray hair? I heard about your big fight with the superheroes, and since I actually respect you as a rival, I thought I'd give you a heads up. You might think you scored a massive win in the Phantom Moon games, but most people probably don't see it that way. Anyway, the news is on right now. Why don't you go check it out?
Just moments ago, an extremely violent incident broke out at the ongoing Star Rail Fest exhibition venue. The Astral Express supplicant Trailblazer brazenly launched a brutal attack on the beloved local heroes, the Daybreak Squadron. The scene descended into total chaos!
Oh my! This is terrifying! Didn't this nameless just defeat Sparksy and save Grappy Academy? Was that victory still not enough? Could he, like the defeated Sparksy, now be a threat to everyone's safety?
How chilling! In the video footage from the scene, the Trailblazer claimed his act was to demonstrate the so-called trailblazing spirit of the Astral Express to this world.
You don't stand a chance against me.
Is this what he calls the Trailblaze? Using brute force and violence to strike down the guardians of this Arcadia and trample over our own heroes? Was it a sudden violent outburst? Or was this the moment his true heartless nature finally came to light?
Full Wish TV will continue to follow this shocking incident. Stay tuned and don't go away.
It's all over the internet now. Some say you're a violent maniac. Others think you're behind the bloodbath in Dovebrook, that you're the second herald of death. Oopsie. feeling right about now, hmm? How could I? As a famous streamer, poor little Sparksicle has always been troubled by constant cyberbullying. And then there was some nameless from the Astral Express who gave me quite the beating IRL. Of course, someone's definitely pulling strings behind the scenes and stirring up drama. As a top streamer in this field, Sparksicle can spot these tricks from a mile away. Oh, right. Didn't you also do a TV news interview? It's not about what you said, it's that you said it. Here, let me send you the interview video. I won't go any further, but since you managed to defeat Miss Sparkle... No, I mean Miss Sparksy. I don't want to see you embarrass yourself in front of those clowns. Good luck. See you around.
Hi! Trailblazer. Sorry to bother you. We're with Full Wish TV. It's our lucky day running into you here. Do you have a moment?
Keep it brief. I've got plans later.
First question. Seeing as Plain Arcadia was the starting point of the Express's new voyage, how would you describe your impressions of this place?
Plain Arcadia. Everyone's chasing the latest trends, looking for fun.
Interesting! Throughout the history of the Phantasmoon games, it's been extremely rare to have such a renowned cosmic figure as yourself participating. As the Astral Express's supplicant, what kind of changes do you hope to bring to this world in these games?
Show everyone the strength of the Trailblazer to change this world.
That's an impressive answer. Speaking of which, after joining the games, you immediately went to defeat Miss Sparksy, who represented the Masked Fools. What are your thoughts on potentially facing native supplicants in the future?
The other native supplicants, way too dangerous. I'd rather defeat them through violence.
Speaking of local supplicants, we've noticed that Star Rail Fest is Perlux Corp's way of rolling out the red carpet for the Express. There are rumors that the IPC is also sponsoring the Express. So, I have to ask, are you representing the Express or the IPC in these games?
At the end of the day, this is a festival for the IPC's interests. Madame Pearl and Perlux extended such a warm invitation. I'm not one of the guests. I'm the master of this place.
Wait, what? This is totally a malicious edit to frame him! How shameless.
Indeed, every word came from my mouth. But when pieced together, it turned into a declaration of war.
Over these 15 years, the nature of competition in the Phantasmoon games has evolved. The Daybreak Squadron's taunts were just smoke and mirrors. The real game is being played in the shadows, where our opponents have mastered the art of weaponizing public opinion. Come to think of it, it's only natural. After all, the true stars of the games were never the supplicants on stage, but rather the audience, whose gazes they command.
Indeed. The audience is all fired up, waiting to see you work your magic, kid. But you know what? I bet what they really want to see, deep down, is the Daybreak Squadron taking the Astral Express down a peg or two. Oh, well, if it isn't the folks from the Astral Express. Fancy meeting you again.
This storm online is several times more intense than the day you stopped SparksyCon.
Miss Kuchiba, you've seen all this fake news too, right?
Sorry, got a bit held up on the way. Since I entered the exhibition area, at least 7 folks stopped me asking for the autograph of this guy called Welt. So, who is this Welt?
Pearl assigned us to investigate the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. But every suspicious thread we followed led us from the Research Society of Happy Smiles straight to the Daybreak Squadron.
And then there's the one pulling the strings behind the scenes. Fullwish.
Fullwish?
Oh, you know that name. Now this is getting interesting.
She was my junior at school. 15 years ago. She was also the only student who survived at Graphia Academy.
The good news is, your junior is living better than anyone else. She owns TV stations, charity organizations, has a huge business empire, and wields both wealth and power. Oh, as for the bad news, she's probably plotting something for the Phantom Moon Games. And I mean the worst kind of something. My gut tells me that the Sinwish Syndicate massacre, well, that's probably on her tab too.
Madame Pearl sent Mr. Ashvale to ensure everyone's safety. Of course, I understand that with the Nameless's skills, there's no real need for extra protection. But Madame Pearl didn't want to take any chances.
Long story short, feel free to use me as muscle. No need to be shy about it.
So, are we still heading to the top of Pom Pom Tower?
We should keep moving forward. If my guess is right, the Daybreak Squadron will launch their second attack there.
Forget about any fantasies of fairness and harmony. From this moment on, the Phantom Moon Games could follow in the footsteps of what happened 15 years ago. Once this battle turns bloody, fear will seep through the screen and become some supplicant's wish power. See, that's the problem with modern society. Good news stays home, while bad news spreads like wildfire.
To move forward, we'll need to fuel up the Shuttle Express first.
Come on, let's fuel up the Express. Ready to roll? The Express is about to depart. Oh, look! The Express people are here!
Quick, stay back! It'd be terrible if you got caught in the crossfire.
Astral Express! We've... The Astral Express.
Just as I thought you weren't going to show up. Oh, you brought help? And it's an old friend. Been a while, old man.
Don't be so paranoid. People who have lived in Dovebrook share a special connection. Since you're treating me as an old friend, I don't want to act like some high and mighty adult telling you what you should and shouldn't do. I'll only tell you this. What you're doing right now has already crossed a dangerous line. Whatever orders Full Wish gave you, there's still time to turn back if you stop now. Wilhelm, Tiana, Lucius, and you, Magnus. After my heartfelt warning, do you still insist on taking Full Wish's side?
They're my partners. Listen up, old man. Supplicants' challenges during the Phantasmoon Games have no restrictions. That means you have no right to stop us.
Like the Herald of Death.
Oh, we're not the Herald of Death. And we're definitely not here for bloodshed this time.
We will prove to the people that we are true heroes who can protect their happiness!
The Astral Express. These visitors from beyond the sky claim they saved the cosmos from a Lord Ravager. But who knows what the truth really is? This so-called saving the cosmos might just be another scheme of the IPC. Just like us back then. Putting on a show on TV, desperately trying to comfort the kids in front of the screen. Tell those children, tell my past self, that when the Herald of Death comes, there will be heroes who put themselves between everyone else and a threat.
Captain.
But where were the nameless of the Astral Express when we children needed protection 15 years ago? Gray, don't be fooled by these flashy, cosmic heroes. The Astral Express doesn't care about our happiness at all. They come and go like all tourists. No, they're even more heartless than tourists. Because they're here to trample on the elation ceremony and steal the Arcadian people's attention! They replaced our fantasies of heroes with their own image, all to satisfy their vanity called the Trailblazing Spirit. Tell me, have you ever, even for a moment, felt what it's like to tremble on blood-soaked ground at dusk?
I'm afraid of losing my companions. Afraid of death. There are so many things that I fear.
It's not the Astral Express you hate. You're just hating yourself. That powerless child who couldn't protect everyone. But I want to tell you, being powerless was never your fault.
The Astral Express is the GOAT! The Astral Express is #1 in the universe!
Quit yapping! Tear them to shreds! Beat them to a pulp! I want a bloodbath!
Daybreak Squadron! Beat these alien punks to the ground!
Shut up! All of you, shut up! As a kid, it wasn't my fault that I was powerless. But we, the orphans of the bloodstained games, won't remain that way forever. We've undergone the happiness surgery transformation. We've overcome our weak former selves and become Daybreak Warriors. We've grown stronger. Strange. Even though our suffering was erased, why was I so scared just now? And why were there tears?
Brother, that's only because this pain has been here all along. It's time to overcome it. It's time to use the power of happiness to defeat it once and for all.
Well said. Then let's finish what needs to be done. Let's reclaim from these outsiders the image of heroes that the people of Ahatopia hold dear.
What about you, Magnus?
Sorry, Mr. Ashvale, but a hero never betrays his companions. We are the Daybreak Squadron, 4 warriors of one heart, united to protect the world. I won't let down my companions, or those who believe in us.
We are the true heroes. Look at the statue of the conductor. It's just an empty shell. Even Perlux Corp, with countless resources at their disposal, can't breathe life into it. But we can. Let me prove it to you.
Stop them! Don't let them drag the Astral Express's name through the mud!
I shall provide the wish power to awaken it.
I shall become its skeleton and allow it to stand!
I shall turn into the fuel that drives it forward!
I shall become the core that makes the engine sing the song of eternal joy!
Happy! So happy!
Happiness! The Express is about to warp happily! Cleanup initiated! Unclean! Eliminate! Everyone will be happy! Clean up the trash, and everyone will be happy! The unclean and the unhappy! Sweep it all away!
It's really moving! This is the power bestowed upon us by Aha!
I will stop you at all costs. I won't let you trash the conductor's image like this.
Prime, detonate!
Like Firefly, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas aflame!
Step up, let's see ya.
Dreams do come true.
Do not disturb!
Destiny for oblivion.
Do not disturb!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Deep cleaning mold activated! Insufficient cleaning power!
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Fight to live! Set the seas aflame!
The mood is set.
Let the show begin!
Let's improvise. Same old.
Do not disturb! This is more fight to live! Do not disturb! Sweep away pain
In the mood for
together!
another beating? Time to mix things up.
Great teamwork.
Do not disturb! Attack detected!
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Set to the seas of flame!
Did you hear that? Aha is beckoning us! We don't have to be afraid anymore!
Let smile spread! Let laughter be eternal!
You guys are seriously nuts.
Like until everything burns to ashes! Deep cleaning mode activated! This is more than about set to the seas of flame!
Step up, let's see ya.
Do not disturb! Attack detected! Sweep away pain together! Recalibrating!
The Astral Express is nothing but the IPC's lapdog! No worries. We've already dealt with one. Won't mind handling a few more.
What did you say?
Fight to live!
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Insufficient cleaning power! Set to the seas of flame! Fight to live! Do not disturb! Deep cleaning mode activated! Must do a thorough cleaning!
Let's improvise.
Set to the seas of flame! Sweep away pain together! We promise to protect the Arcadia! Filth! Pain! So much! Eliminate pain! Everyone smile! A powerful cleaning roll! Attack detected! Do not disturb!
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Stay in step. Dreams do come true. The mood is set just.
Let the show begin!
Like fire until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Insufficient cleaning power!
Still the same old.
Set to the seas of flame! Damn it! Fight to live! Surely that did the trick this time. Reboot! Self-repair! Must bring happiness! With everyone, we'll be happy!
I offer my blood to consume this vendetta. I offer my heart to shoot down this injustice. I, lead Hunter Lamancha, call upon you in the name of the Star Hunt Oath. O Skybone, gaze upon this broken-legged wolf and steer my hunt toward victory! quiet now. It's time for bed.
Are we still alive?
I remember the out-of-control express taking us down and through an abandoned tunnel. Theoretically speaking, this should be a station deep underground.
But what's with all these ruined buildings? And that weird space in the distance? Is this really an underground station? A place this big exists beneath plain Arcadia?
Perhaps we're no longer in reality. We may have landed somewhere within the world in canvas for unknown reasons.
Then, can we still make it back?
We need to find everyone and get out of here as soon as possible.
Where's Mr. Ashvale and the others?
We've been reborn. See? I knew we weren't like those Sin-Wish Syndicate trash.
You're right, Red. We're heroes. We are justice. We are the undying happiness!
If you are justice, then forgive me for playing the necessary evil.
Everyone, please! This has to stop! If this goes on, you'll all...
Just smile. Embrace the everlasting bliss and true happiness.
I beg you, please, listen to me. It's not too late. We can still go back to the Department of Aberration Defense with Miss Kuchiba and explain everything.
It's no use. They are just creatures that can only react to joy now.
All shall be blessed with happiness. All shall live forever. So smile and laugh and let our laughter infect all of plain Arcadia.
My senior, Mr. Ashvale, I'm begging you. Please tell them that it's not too late.
Move aside, Magnus.
Please, just give me another minute. You know they're good people.
It's best if you just move aside.
A true hero never abandons his friends.
If I try to kill them now, will you stop me? Or will you turn a blind eye? A tribute of life unto death. And the debt paid in blood. The Sin-Wish Syndicate. A gang that once ruled the streets of Dubbrook. They sparked massive turf wars that left many with grievous injuries and racked up charges for robbery, extortion, and a whole laundry list of other crimes. Pullwave and Koss died. They were far from saints. Any good deeds they did in their lifetimes were just like a few pretty soap bubbles floating up from a stagnant pool of filth.
That's why we brought them down. They and this whole world have now become happier.
Yes, they may have had sins to atone for, but that doesn't justify your murdering them as if they were just toys.
Thank you for your aid. I am the Blaze Weaver Warrior, captain of the Daybreak Squadron! May I... Hey, where are you going?
Play? We're not playing. Everyone's just laughing along happily. Mr. Detective, do you know about the Galaxy Rangers? I heard they are a group of righteous heroes roaming the universe. In that sense, are we the city's rangers?
Ah! Mr. Asheville! Could you do us a favor?
This familiar scent. I see.
What have you done?
Remember what happened today, Magnus. You may seek revenge anytime. I won't stop you.
And so concludes the new Herald of Death case. But without evidence or testimony, how am I going to write the closing statement for this report? No one but Asheville will ever know, but I choose to believe him. His shadow only bears its fangs at those drenched in sin. I don't know how he came upon such power, but it did help the Department of Aberration Defense crack several hard cases.
Glad to see that you're all made of tough stuff. I was just fretting over failing my chaperone duties.
La Mancha, leader of the Galaxy Rangers. I've heard about you, but only in legends past.
Then you're well informed, Nameless. I'd expected the name to be long forgotten by now. So much for turning over a new leaf. But you mean the esteemed Silver Gun Shura and dazzling ninja hero? Of course not. I retired a long time ago. Out of the Rangers I know who are still alive, one sees me as a traitor. The other is prey. And just so we're clear, I want you all to forget the name you just heard. Right here and now, in this world called Plain Arcadia, I am just Detective Asheville. Instead of obsessing over my identity, or pitying the 3 dead criminals, I advise you to work on a way out of this place first. I've long heard rumors about unsavory things hidden deep beneath the Arcadia. It's strange how the people here can sleep so soundly.
The train broadcast called this place the Land of Sneering Gods. I don't think I've ever seen this station on a map.
Are we going to be trapped here forever?
Mr. Asheville, despite being at such a bizarre location, you've been oddly confident and unconcerned over your safety since the very beginning. Do you truly know nothing about this place?
I'm afraid that's classified information. Besides, well, I'm simply doing what any professional private investigator would do. Trust my employer. It's time to show us the trinket Pearl gave you, kid. Oh, come on. Didn't Pearl give you a chip? We're in good hands, as long as she can track your location with that thing.
A tracking device? Again? Akavili. Akavili. Come this way. Come slowly. Yes, at the end of this path. Come. I beckon you. There's someone calling for me from someplace deeper. Over here. Keep going forward. Come. Come here. This way. I can feel it. Come. Embrace this wondrous world. Come to my side. You want to go further, deeper, become one with me. The joy, the positive feedback, sweet synaptic flickers on your cortex. Gentle, wonderful. Listen, it's breathing. Slumbering, whimpering, and grinning. Warm, gentle, warm, gentle, warm, and gentle. I am you, and you are me. Come. Embrace this primordial joy. Life, in exchange for a boarding pass on the express toward the end. Become one with me. Become a part of me. Become mine. Let's go deeper. I want to go over there. Come. 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 Just like that. Step forward.
That's far enough, kid. My golden principle while working on cases in this world is to keep my curiosity in check and not get involved with matters beyond the case itself, especially things that already look considerably dangerous. However, the thing that slumbers in the deep here does look awfully familiar.
I come to appraise. I come to analyze. I come to render. I weave the cosmos into brocade, breathe soul into painted stones. Let the jewels of heaven rise as they will. All for the Amber Lord.
We meet again, everyone. Fortunately, his lucky chip helped me locate you. Please accept my sincerest apologies for not intervening in time and putting all of you in danger.
Actually, she put one in my pocket too, but I auctioned it online as a souvenir. Thank goodness you kept yours. Otherwise, we'd be done for.
Madame Pearl, where exactly were we just now?
The place where you fell is called the Torn Scroll. It is a space that peeled from the scroll painting during Plain Arcadia's return to reality. These splintered spaces continuously rip at both reality and the world in canvas. The Department of Aberration Defense originally thought this kind of phenomenon had stabilized, but based on observation, during your encounter with the Daybreak Squadron, there was a sudden spike of disturbances from the Torn Scroll. Unfortunately, the cause, unclear. Therefore, I had to use the power of the Cornerstone to analyze the space, then mend the fissure with Imagenesis in order to bring you out. The Department of Aberration Defense has initiated emergency protocols to reassure the public and handle the aftermath. However, I wasn't able to directly observe your situation after you'd fallen into the Torn Scroll. Would you be so kind as to share what happened there?
We can close the new Herald of Death case. My shadow has devoured the guilty three and tasted their sins. They were responsible for the Sinwich Syndicate massacre. Of that, I'm certain.
Was Full Wish the mastermind?
I couldn't find any solid proof of it, but it hardly matters now that the culprits have been executed.
Worry not. Based on the intel provided by you and Miss Kuchiba, I have deduced the following. As a survivor of the tragedy of the Blood-Stained Games, Full Wish founded the Research Society of Happy Smiles, charity organization. The organization has since been providing an unapproved medical treatment named happiness surgery to its members, which neutralizes their physiological capacity to feel pain. The procedure drew many more followers as a result. And the Daybreak Squadron, members of the Smile Society, imitated the Herald of Death's modus operandi for their crimes, and challenged the Astral Express during the exhibition. From the aforementioned facts, the predicted probability of Full Wish being the mastermind is 92%.
If I may, Madame Pearl. Management in Plain Arcadia should be dictated by the chain of evidence rather than extrapolated probability.
I understand. I will observe the human laws and customs. In any case, we have achieved our goal through Star Rail Fest, luring the supplicant with ill intent out of hiding.
Since Full Wish is exposed now, and we've defeated her supplicant, shouldn't we hurry and arrest her as soon as possible?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. We've defeated Full Wish's supplicant, yes. However, all three Daybreak warriors were supplicants.
That can't be. The supplicant should be the only one who wore the mask and participated in the games with the Phantom Moon's blessing.
Those devoured by my shadow can no longer lie nor deceive. All three of them had worn the mask before.
If they were all supplicants, that means it's still possible for Full Wish to intervene in the games.
And what's even more terrifying is, when the shadow devoured them, I caught a taste of something familiar. It was the taste of abundance that I'd once devoured as a Galaxy Ranger.
What?
Yes. I didn't think this world would go that far. But I was wrong. Living in seclusion dulls one's senses. I should have realized it earlier. Darn it.
There is no point in beating yourself up over it. Therefore, the conclusion must be corrected. The Research Society's happiness surgery is a medical technology related to the abundance, and not simply about relieving pain. Assessing the risk involved in this procedure... unable to extrapolate.
General Yao Guang told us that she foresaw a great calamity upon Plain Arcadia. According to her divinations, Blade, the Stellaron hunter, could be its catalyst.
So that's why she asked me for the authority to extradite Blade. Regardless, none of us had anticipated this. Plain Arcadia's calamity had already taken root, long before the arrival of the Stellaron hunter. In the name of the IPC, the law, or a challenge to a supplicant? These options imply 3 different strategies. Regardless of the approach, the respective timing and investment must be considered. Thank you for your surprise intel, Mr. Ashvale. You have just saved many more lives. Henceforth, the Department of Aberration Defense will place Full Wish and the members of the Research Society of Happy Smiles on a special watch list. Given Full Wish's control over media outlets, I recommend closer monitoring of her dissemination channels.
Understood. We will also implement pre-disaster measures at the calamity level standard per the Safety Response Protocol against aberrant threats.
Full Wish is not working alone. For normal people to be able to get an abundance transformation, that implies far more sinister supporters behind the scenes. These are enemies not to be easily contended with. Therefore, as the administrator, I beseech you all, please, lend your aid and help Plain Arcadia through this crisis. This has escalated beyond mere rivalry for the Ionic game. Full Wish's conspiracy has crossed the line. This situation's 100 times more dire than the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago.
Please, Madam Pearl. This is my homeworld, and I won't allow the tragedy to repeat itself. Besides, there may be an even greater conspiracy behind all this. As a Nameless, it is my duty to see it through to the end.
Indeed, there are old scars and fresh wounds to settle. For the way she toys with life, and the taste of that flesh, Full Wish must be held accountable once and for all.
You have my eternal gratitude. I won't forget this bond from our shared trials. Now then, I shall prepare an action plan, as well as share relevant information with General Yao Guang. The seed of abundance planted by Full Wish must be uprooted and eradicated as soon as possible.
Terribly sorry, Nameless. It was your exhibition and your enemies. And there I was, stealing your spotlight. Curious. I wonder how much wish power my appearance this time accumulates for the mask. Oh, don't be like that. You can tell them that I'm Welt. We already look similar enough. Who knows? Maybe that'll redirect some wish power toward your account instead? We fought side by side in the past, and, well, I know a few faces. But, as they say, the honeymoon phase never lasts. I heard some of theirs were still looking for me before I went into my last cryosleep. I'm counting on you to keep this a secret. Some people want the head on my shoulders, while others want the shadow in my arm. I'm old, and I just want some peace and quiet. That's all there is to it. What? Itching to get rid of me already? Well, you're not that hasty, are you? An even greater prey just joined the game. Sure, she could be small fry by your standards, but in terms of viciousness, she might surprise you yet. Before the supplicants go their separate ways, Full Wish is definitely a good hunting target for us to align our goals. Such confidence. Can't help but smile at that. And for some reason, you really remind me of a young man named Tiernan. You nameless bunch just love jumping headfirst into fire pits, don't you? Well, given your skills, would you be interested in joining the Galaxy Rangers? If you're still alive by the time the Phantom Moon Games conclude? Good answer. I apologize for my presumptuousness. After all, becoming a ranger comes with loss, suffering, and vengeance. In that case, I will take back my words. Young Nameless, may you never have to tread the path of a ranger.
Full Wish's partner. Perhaps someone far more dangerous has already set their sights on this round of the Phantom Moon Games.
Oh no. They are definitely up to no good.
So it's true. The captain and the rest really did kill all those people from the Sinwish Syndicate. And this Full Wish is also plotting something terrible. This is absurd. It's been 15 years since my life turned into a montage of nightmarish amalgams. And it's still going. Thank you. Mr. Ashvale is right. This is not the same as playing the hero on a stage. In the end, I'm just an actor.
Oh, leaving now. We're counting on you, hero of the Express. Because it's just another Phantom Moon Games for me. Check the records in the Ministry, and you'll see. Save the mythological times. They always end up in a huge mess, without fail. Maybe that's precisely why Aha designed it this way, so they can watch humanity stumble over arbitrary obstacles we impose on ourselves and others. Otherwise, they'd probably die from the boredom of an orderly universe. Maybe interrogate him for a few days. Get a strong light, Render him unable to eat or sleep well, and he will probably spill everything he knows about the Smile Society. And once we've picked his brain, we'll let him go. It's almost time. I should get back to work too.
Is there something else I can help you with? I understand. Your inquiry. How did they manage to operate with so many years unnoticed? I had put them on a temporary watch list before, due to significant decreases in crime rates in certain regions. But now, we finally know how they achieved such a miracle. Personally speaking, I cannot fault the citizens who joined the society, nor do I wish to fixate on the accountability of those who governed at the time. After all, for the corporation, the Smile Society is a tool for maintaining stability, and the members are simply following the human instinct to avoid suffering. You've been to Penacony. You should know. There, the family's members lull guests to sleep with power of the harmony and soothe their pain. From a human ethics point of view, it is well within people's rights to avert pain in moderation. Humans cannot turn off their innate negative feedback like Intellitrons do. I understand and deeply sympathize with that. My assigned theme is analytical art, but at the same time, I am fortunate to be appointed governor of a world. The portrayal and sublimation of pain in human works of art shine among humanity's greatest treasures. Tragedy, elegy, and lost epics. Their soul-stirring power springs from a profound understanding of this negative feedback. This so-called happiness surgery does more than just obliterate people's perception of pain. It strips away human complexity and turns what was dynamic and brilliant into a monotonous blotch. To me, governing this world is like creating a painting. My vision is to maintain the diversity of life forms and preserve their potential for growth and change. The Research Society has disrespected my work. Thus, my duty and theme have become one and the same. I will do all that I can to cleanse the misguided strokes of the Research Society from this land. Thank you again for lending your aid, Nameless. I will begin extrapolation of our next steps now. Please, be my guest. I hope you all get some proper rest before moving out again.
You know, I'm not here to be an ornament.
Assessment. You have something to ask me, Mr. Ashvale.
Well, lately, I've been on an extremely lucky streak. Be it Full Wish or Magnus, the leads practically gained sentience and came to me one by one.
Luck is also an important part of one's toolkit. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm beginning to think you're the one behind it all. You tasked me to investigate the Society and protect the Astral Express, which all led to me unleashing my shadow on those people. Just so you can confirm your hypothesis. You had everything planned out since the beginning, hadn't you?
If I answer yes, would it wound your ego?
Perhaps.
Yes. I paved the way for your investigation, leading you straight to the suspects. Through you, I confirmed my suspicions about the Research Society. However, the question of abundance transformation remains a thorny issue for me. Fortunately, there's a ranger who specializes in confronting such abominations, having lived in long seclusion within plain Arcadia.
But you know, the shadow sealed inside my arm can be very dangerous. Simply removing the nail can cause it to stir and resonate with the torn scroll and fissure. Had I not kept it under control at that time, the fight would have ended with all of us buried in that bottomless abyss. Is that part of your plans too, Pearl?
Humans fear the worst, but to the Intellitrons, such fears are merely irrational deterrents. Wasn't the mask of elation I gave you enough to pin down the shadow? That gift you found through the guidance of the Express Navigator, Star Seer, I see. That very shadow that devoured the Swarm and Lord Ravager Zulo 10 amber eras ago. That very shadow that devoured Shuhu, the Emanator of Abundance, hundreds of years ago.
You won the bet. You sure know a lot about this.
Please, allow me to correct you. My ethical parameters prohibit engagement in probabilistic gambits. Accordingly, I operate by acquiring sufficient information to ensure zero margin for error. Then again, you are the species that brought art into existence as a form of expression. That seed of creation exists even in the most ignorant of humans' minds. And for that, I love and admire you. Whether you believe it or not, I will honor our initial agreement, Mr. La Mancha. At the moment of victory in the Phantasmoon Games, I will free you from all sufferings and fulfill your wish. To let a Galaxy Ranger die peacefully in his bed.
In that case, I will continue to fight for you, my lady. Right. You mentioned several times wanting to replicate the works of Graphia. I don't know much about art. But I was considering that, despite the lack of artistic quality in your strokes when sealing those fissures today, to the people of this world, your creation is just as important as the works of Graphia. Not a single innocent soul was lost on this day because of your protection. Looking back to the ancestral painter of the Cinderth Age, do you truly think she cared about the artistic value of each stroke when she created world and canvas? Tisk. Oh. But what do I know? These are just crude observations from an amateur, so pay them no mind. I'll be on my way.
We meet again, Ashen Detective. It's hard to believe that I came back for you, especially after learning that you wanted to sell me out to Pearl.
I gotta thank nature's gift. The 6.1 billion credits reward has appeared again.
Fortunately, I bypassed you and struck a deal with that Intellitron instead. Regrettably, my current bounty stands at 0. Do you always turn your customers over to the police? How impressively short-sighted. No wonder your clientele is so small.
Speaking of short-sightedness, no one rivals the Stellaron Hunters, aka Destiny's slaves, isn't it? You are all fated to march toward the finality, and nothing can stop you.
On the contrary, there are many paths for us, as long as that person can see.
In other words, he can't see the trajectory of your destiny in this world during this mission?
Take a guess.
I've heard about what befell Euphorius. A war among the Eons is now inevitable. Whether it's the IPC or the Express, they are fighting for an uncertain future. And in the world where the Elation is the center of attention, there will eventually be more than one Eon interfering. Even a Destiny slave would not be able to see the path ahead.
Keep guessing. We're getting pretty close.
Enough of your games. I'd say it's not too late to rename the planet Adlevin.
It's still too early to despair, old man. I came prepared, but I could use a helping hand.
30 million credits. Pay or die.
Come on, give your friend a discount, will ya? Say 0 credits?
I ain't your friend.
I meant him.
It's been a while, Ying Shing.
It's been too long, Mr. La Mancha.
I knew it. There must be an explanation for the unusual fate of this world. Though I lost sight of the sparrow, I discovered a mysterious tree. I finally found the heart of the Phantasmoon games, thanks to this little birdie. Mr. Sunday, do you sense me? There's no reaction from the bird. What's wrong with it? Hello? Is anyone there? Can I get somebody here?
No one's here. No one.
That's a lie. I saw a pretty girl hiding right here through the bird's eyes. Who are you?
That's none of your business. None of your business.
If that's how it's going to be, then I'm done playing nice here. If my eyes weren't playing tricks on me, the ancient tree here must be the ambrosial arbor of abundance, yes? Little girl, are you going to keep playing hide and seek, or will you come out and have a proper conversation with me?
The Department of Aberration Defense often comes here to record game progress. And now my movements have been exposed to complete outsiders. I suppose it's time to leave. You sound unpleasant to talk to, but since you have eyes keen enough to tell what I am at a glance, I'll have a short chat with you. I will answer 3 questions, so ask away. Once you have your answers, I'm going to show you the door.
I wanted to question why the Joyseeker would permit the ambrosial arbor of abundance to take root in a world they had blessed. But given their carefree nature, there was probably never any restriction to begin with. On my second question, are you a Feykind native to Ahatopia, or are you one of the long-life species shaped by the ambrosial arbor?
Aren't you good at divination? Can you help me take a look whether the slip on my head says wheel or woe?
There's nothing on your head except your ears.
And that itself is the answer. I am the arbitrator who determines the outcome of the Phantasmoon Games. I am the raging waves of joy and the living pulse of this world. Diviner of the Xianzhou, the weal and woe you behold are but a single petal fallen from my hand. It blooms with the morning and withers by evening, reducing to dust in a fleeting moment. My true form is the Panarch Elwood, the embodiment of instant and eternity.
Interesting. Took you quite some time to come up with those words, huh?
The one who created me did say most people wouldn't believe me. Turns out they were right.
I believe you. I feel the same way. For many do not trust the words of a diviner. Besides, no weal or woe has befallen you, which means your fate cannot be determined like that of ordinary mortals. You're not the first one I've met with this condition since my arrival here.
You're left with one question.
Since you admit to being an abomination of abundance, shouldn't you explain the fate of this world's residents? Unless they are your doing? If your answer fails to convince me, it may be too late by the time I summon the Lux Arrow from the sky with the rainbow.
Chill out! You shouldn't make jokes like this. I'm not as skilled at divination as you are. When you suddenly speak of the great weal or woe and interrogate me, I get confused too. After all, isn't every rule and every variable of the Phantasmoon Games dictated by the impulse of some god? As for the brewing storm, let's settle down and discuss whether the turmoil once again is the result of the laughter's mischief.
This entire day has felt unreal. We had situations lined up one after another, and a growing crisis on our hands.
The Research Society is insane to meddle with the power of abundance. There's no telling how many have already undergone the happiness surgery. Full Wish witnessed the tragedy caused by the Herald of Death 15 years ago. And now, she herself has assumed that dreadful mantle. We have to relay this information to Dan Heng, Sunday, and General Yao Guang as soon as possible. Full Wish is definitely aware of the enemies she's facing. That is why we must win an audience with Aha. At the very least, we need to stop Full Wish from winning the game.
Yeah. The thought of the Research Society of Happy Smiles going through with their plan gives me the chills.
It's been a long day, and all of you must be very tired. take this chance to get some proper rest. I'll go meet Weld back on the Express. March? What about you?
The best way to recharge is to waste time. So, I'm staying outside for some fresh air.
Sounds good. I was thinking of heading to the streets for a walk.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Hey there, all the smarties and dummies, children and adults, fools and entertainers. Can you all hear me?
Now that everyone
has made
their appearance,
no need
to keep further secrets
what you can
as a spark
must grow
to wildfire
as an extra one of these
fantasy games
shall receive all
as my authority more than 3 minutes
to become
the true permanent
demon of elation. As such,
it's time to
revel in unabated joy.
Stream forth.